Alright guys, I have another watch in from Exquisite Timepieces down in Naples, Florida. I'll put a link in the description. Check them out, tell them I sent you. This is a Seiko Willard, the SPB265. This is from a 3-watch collection that was released all at the same time, USA Special Edition, called the Ice Diver series. There was 3 different colorways, so I'm sure there's one that you're going to like. Thankfully, they sent me this one because I really like the dark nature of this dial. So I'm sure it comes to life a little bit in the sunlight, but all the pictures I see online show it way brighter than what I see to my naked eye here. And hopefully I will be able to get that conveyed to you. But beautiful texture on the dial and everything. These newer Willards with these special dials and everything just look more premium than some of the first releases from them. Like this green one here that I have in is just... It's still a great looking watch. It's just a little more mundane, a little more plain. These just look more premium, that is for sure. So case size on this, 42.5 millimeter, a very short lug to lug of 46.2 millimeter. So this is probably gonna fit most people's wrist size. It's only 14 millimeter thick. It has a chamfered and I believe like a single domed, if I'm not mistaken, based on that distortion, single domed sapphire crystal. If it is double domed, it's very slight, guys, because I'm getting a lot of distortion on that. 20 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet tapers down to 18 millimeter. You have the required dive extension here for the ISO certification, and you have a milled center part of the clasp. You have a stamped, kind of milled-ish, but stamped clasp here. Keeps it really nice and thin. I actually like these. Double pushers, 4 micro adjust, and an oversized fold-over keeper here, a little bit larger than the older traditional Seiko clasp used to carry. You should have a pin and tube collar system on this bracelet for a nice secure sizing on that. A little bit of a bugger at first if you're not used to it. Maybe have your AD go ahead and size the bracelet for you if you're not, comfortable doing it. If either way, it is a very solid system. Just know that. 6.5 millimeter screw down crown, keeping that 200 meter water rated depth. 120 click bezel. It looks to be an aluminum bezel insert. Has that standard Seiko feel. Quite a bit of grip on this bezel. It is a nice deep coin edge, so plenty of traction there. And this one lines up. I don't see any problems with this one. Sometimes you'll have like a half a click off on some Seikos and stuff like that. Still within spec. I know it annoys some people, but it's not that big of a deal, guys. Don't freak out about it. The movement inside is going to be a 6R35, 24 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 70-hour power reserve. So you can get this thing fully wound, and it can sit while you wear one of your other watches. Pick this one up, still running, put it on, wear it another day later or something. No problem there. Gonna have killer loom on this. We'll show that at the very end. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can get a closer look at that dial. So you can see there, it's a darker teal than what a lot of the pictures online show. Definitely has a beautiful texture to it. Kind of reminds me of like, well, not reminds me, or what I envision the, low light situation near some icebergs because it's an ice diver and a little bit of ripple on the water. That's what I envision. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming there, right? But I'm a Seiko fanboy, guys. There's no hiding it. And these Willards are spectacular. I don't currently own one, but I am on the lookout. I have to say, I don't see there's no reason not to have one of these in the collection. I have the SKX. I have the Monster. Actually, I have a Turtle. I have the newer GMT 5KX. I have a couple other 5KXs, actually. Why don't I have a Willard? I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't find the right one. Is the Ice Diver the right one? There's so many to choose from the Willard lineup. Special editions, limited editions, they come and go. So yeah, find one that really resonates with you and swoop it up for sure. Let's pop this on wrist so you can see what that looks like. I'll show you the case back. It has a little blue sticker on there because this is a brand new watch, guys. I don't want to like size it up and peel all the stickers off, but you can see it easily works on my 7¼ inch wrist. I guarantee you that 46 millimeter lug to lug and the cushion case on this is going to work all the way down to like, I don't know, maybe 6¼ 6.5 inch wrist easily, and all the way up to like maybe an 8 inch wrist, no problem. I know plenty of people enjoy the Willard. So let me show you the case back here real quick so you can see that. It has the tsunami wave pattern on the center there, and it says special edition. Let me zoom back in so you can see that. It'll say special edition. See that on the bottom? It's not numbered, it just says special edition. It has a serial number, of course, but it's not a numbered limited edition. Well, what does that mean? Well, from my understanding, after owning, handling, and talking to a lot of people in the industry, with Seiko, special edition typically means it's that batch run. So they're not committing to a certain number necessarily, at least to the general public, like we would know. I'm sure their production they know. But oftentimes I've noticed in the past that the special editions end up being slightly more collectible than the limited editions in certain circumstances. So don't, if you really like limited editions like I do, don't dismiss the special editions. Some of those are actually more limited than you think. All right, that was my point. Let me kill the lights so you can check out the fantastic loom on the Seiko diver. There you go. Plenty of bright green loom for sure. And it'll last a very long time. All right, big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces for sharing this with us. I'll see you on the next video.